rig of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On play action, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. That's Isabella open on the right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Herbert off of play action. Steps away. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Williams, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
as a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Benjamin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Was Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Murray going to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray being chased out left. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Touchdown! And a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken from about the 12. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Eck across the 40-yard line.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 8. Herbert now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
All right, that's a decent game. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get...
Murray to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 3. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with Connor. So close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he is in as they have. Then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a 2nd down and 6. Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.